Ladies and gentlemen, something very interesting yesterday took place in Muranga County, Maragua constituency to be precise. The member of parliament, who is a close associate of William Samoei Arap Ruto, Honorable Mary Wamaua, kicked out the provincial administration led by the county commissioner and the chiefs from a meeting in the area.
What I want to say, because we must move ahead. We must move ahead. As we try how we are going to come in 2 terms. Hello? So as we try how we are going to come in 2 terms, with the damages that they have done to our names, lazima tufuate sheria.
That's something which had never taken place anywhere in this country before. So in this video, I want us to look at why there is anxiety over the move to kick out the county commissioners and chiefs from that particular meeting. Before we do that, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now, let us get back to the main issue. President Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013 entered into some coalition arrangement with William Samoei Arap Ruto. And part of the arrangement was that Uhuru Kenyatta was going to serve as the president of the Republic of Kenya for 2 terms, that is 2013 and 2017. And that in 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta was going to support William Samoei Arap Ruto. And indeed, Uhuru Kenyatta made public pronouncements severally that he would support his deputy then, who was William Samoei Arap Ruto. Yangu kumi, yako kumi. But as fate would have it, after 2017 election, Uhuru Kenyatta decided not to support his deputy. And he told Kenyans that his choice was going to shock them. And as we were headed for 2022, it became clear that the choice for Uhuru Kenyatta then was Raila Odinga. So Uhuru Kenyatta supported Raila Odinga. And because Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of the Republic of Kenya, he had the state machinery. And one of the lethal state machinery he had at his disposal was the provincial administration, that is the regional commissioners, county commissioners. And I remember Rigathi Gachagua, who was a former DO, was actually very hard on these people. And after the elections, the eyes of Kenyans turned to how Ruto was going to manage or was going to treat the former deep states in court. And the first step was by Rigathi Gachagua after they took over. This is what he said.
What we are going to do is to deploy the national government administration appropriately and positively for the benefit of the people of Kenya. Hao maofisa wetu tutakaa chini na hawa tuwapatie kazi ya usalama, kazi ya maendeleo, kazi ya kilimo, na ni watu wazuri, ni vile walitumika vibaya. Na kwa hivyo ningetaka kuambia officers wetu wote, nyinyi ni kutumika, mlitumika, hamuna makosa yote. Sisi tutakaa chini tumpatie kazi ya kusaidia wananchi, ya kufanya kazi ya maana, kazi ambaye iko na mazao. Kwa sababu hiyo kazi mlikuwa mmepewa na sisi tulimwambia haiwezekani. Kwa sababu sisi tulikuwa kwa ground. Nyinyi mnakuja mnawaambia raia, wanasema ndio. Mkiondoka asema tuko pale kwa hasala. Napongeza machifu kama huko kwetu. Machifu wa kwetu ni ajabu. Unajua hii mzee akitendawili hakuwa na agents. Machifu walipatiwa pesa ati watafute agent, wakaweka mfuko, wakakula na mabizao.
And I also remember Oscar Sudi making it very clear to a county commissioner that they'll forgive, but he was going to leave office.
Na mimi ya mwisho kabisa nataka niambie county commissioner. County commissioner, tafuta DCIO wa Langas na utafute DCIO wetu hapa town, wakuambie ni askari gani alipiga risasi huyo kijana. Na vile vile wewe county commissioner pia unajua ulitenganisha watu wetu hapa na fitina mingi. Sisi tumekusamea, but you must resign this government. Hatuwezi kukubali hiyo maneno. Tuambiane ukweli ndio inji ipone. Mulikuwa mnataka vita katika taifa la Kenya, lakini sisi kama timu ya Kenya Kwanza tulisimama imara na tukahubiri amani na siasa imeisha. County commissioner, ujipange my friend, lazima uende nyumbani.
That's actually what set the pace for these attacks. But why is the anxiety? Number one, the county commissioners or the provincial administration are actually Kenyans who are serving or who are discharging their mandates. The loyalty of the provincial administration, which the new constitution, actually the 2010 constitution, had really wanted to get rid of, their major mandate is to serve the government of the day. As long as Uhuru Kenyatta was the president and as long as Ruto was not the president, automatically the provincial administrations were going to side with Uhuru Kenyatta. Otherwise, any county commissioners who would have defied Uhuru Kenyatta was going to face two things: either kicked out of office or being charged for insubordination. So people like Mary Wamaua should be well advised that the county commissioners are there to serve the president and they are supposed to be loyal to the president. And that's why they can easily shift to the new administration. The truth of the matter is that as much as Uhuru Kenyatta wanted these people to support Raila Odinga, most of them were not comfortable with supporting Raila Odinga because Raila Odinga is known to be pushing for the disbandment of the county commissioners, I mean of the provincial administration, and probably that's why even in places like Mount Kenya, where they were supposed to be deployed as agents, they were never deployed. Maybe they decided to support Ruto. So the county commissioners, the chiefs, the assistant chiefs, those people are part of government, so they should be excused. Number two, I'm also getting the idea that the original plan of Kenya Kwanza was that once they get into office, they were going to fire some of these county commissioners or maybe intimidate the officers. And that's why Oscar Sudi was very clear. I've listened to several others. They've also made it very clear that they are either going to kick them out, they are going to fire them, or they are no longer people. You know, provincial administrations plays a key role for any government. In fact, for William Ruto is lucky because he was in Kano, and his deputy is also a former provincial administrator. So basically, the intimidation of county commissioners, I don't think these MPs will be able to deal with. Because if the next day the president, William Ruto, will be going to Muranga, the person he will deal with will be the county commissioner, not the MP, because the time for politics is over. Number three, I also tend to think that Kenya Kwanza must get this idea that we are still campaigning. Kenya has moved on. Azimio supporters have accepted now that William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya. And they're also accepted that they lost the election, whether it was rigged or not. So what they expect now is the government to deliver to the people. But from Kenya Kwanza, it is clear that some of them are still nursing that campaign mode in their minds, so that they are trying so hard to be on the campaign. Because why would a member of parliament who is supposed to be sitting somewhere in Nairobi to legislate go to the village to intimidate the provincial administration. I don't know why. Number 4, I also tend to think that there is serious attempt by Kenya Kwanza leaders to prove loyalty to the president. How do you prove loyalty to the president? You prove loyalty to the president by doing what this member of parliament is doing, trying to kick out members of, the provincial administration from the meeting, and then from there, questions will be asked, you'll get noticed, maybe someone will try to take her to court and they'll defend the DP, things like those. So for me, I want to conclude that as much as Kenya Kwanza were never supported by the provincial administration, I don't think they will succeed in trying to intimidate the provincial administration. The provincial administration is the system which the government uses mostly to relay their information and also to gather intelligence. I don't know what you think, but for me, I tend to think that was an unfortunate event which should not be allowed anywhere in the Republic of Kenya again. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.